following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. But you're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you are there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. In every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrial's down 17, NASDAQ is up 1, S&Ps are down 5, gold contract flat, 11.8950, silver up 28 cents, $17.13 an ounce. Both gold and silver, folks, rejected lower price, lighter volume, daily, weekly, all of the above. They both want higher price. Platinum up $5.50 at $9.83 an ounce. Copper up $0.015 at $2.68 a pound. Light sweet crude down 58 cents, trading at $53.21 a barrel. Now at the oil market, this contract here, they got back inside lower range. Bottom line, looks like $50 is coming at us in the oil market. 10-year note up 5 ticks, 124.04. 30-year bond up 18 ticks, 150.11. Notes and bonds go down last few days. Reject lower price yesterday. Have lighter volume. Going topside once again. Notes and bonds want higher price, lower yield. King dollar. King dollar up 200 ticks, trading at 100.575. King dollar's had a hard time catching any type of price. Bottom line, you go back 3 weeks ago, King dollar breaks out. We do 3 separate tests at the highs, fail each and every time, daily, weekly, all of the above. Gets back in the lower range, staying in the lower range, and getting sold off each and every day. King dollar, folks, is weak big time. What I expect you're going to see out here is that you're going to see another failure on the weekly on price and volume. Bottom line, King dollar looks like it wants to run down to 95, and right now you're trading out at 100.585. Euro, the euro's at 106, and the yen is trading at 115. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're down 40 cents. You get a sideways market, light volume, all of the above. The SPY right now, 228.93. If we take a look at this and we put this on the weekly, as long as you close over 228.34, bottom line, you can go to higher price. That's how it's shaking out. The 228.34 is a high volume spike. We got to 229.71, but if you don't close underneath that, it wouldn't be a failure. Dow Industrials. What do we have with the Dow Industrials? Dow Industrials trading out at down 18 bucks. You get a sideways move. Volume-wise out here, we are talking 480 million, so you get a sideways move with light volume. We'll end up doing like 700 million out here today. The composite, NASDAQ composite out here, also sideways. You're up 7 ticks right now in the composite. NDX 100, what do we have with the 3 Qs? And we had some big NDX stocks come out with their numbers last night, folks. You had Microsoft, you had Intel, you had Google, you had Starbucks. Bottom line, keeps it an even market. That's where the yin and the yang come in this whole market right now. So the Qs are trading at 125.69. The high of yesterday was 125.82. We've hit 125.92. You know, we'll see where this shakes out coming into the close. That would be on the daily. On the weekly, bottom line is that you're way over the highs from last week. The highs from last week was 123.83. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract, rejected lower price, had lighter volume, nice setup. Okay, so this very well is going to be pretty wild if this is going to be another ABC up. We have 2 separate confirmed ABC structures on the way up right now inside the metal market. What we have out here today is that you've got down to 11.79. You've rejected lower price. Bottom line, we're at 11.89 right now. That's saying that, okay, it wants to run up, number one, to the 12.20. It's going to be wild if, in fact, this is going to be a larger ABC, because if it is, I haven't seen 3 ABC structures, one inside the other. I can't remember when I've seen it the last time. I've seen it, but you're talking years. A double ABC in itself, you don't see a lot. And what that means is that you have a small ABC structure, then you develop a large one, you have one inside the other, so your probability goes much higher that you're going to get the price projection. In this particular case here, let's see, 11.46. Yeah, this would almost be 11.46, so you got $74, which would 80, yeah, we'll give you 12.50. That's where it wants to go anyway. So 12.50, this is interesting, because, so 12.50, folks, is the price projection, you know, bottom line. That'd be my normal price projection anyway. The reason being is that that's where you did break down. You broke down from 12.68. So 12.50 is coming at us, man. That's what it looks like. Silver, we take a look at the silver market. What you have with silver out here, same setup. Now, silver is showing strength right now. So, silver is an animal. I mean, it's just an animal that you can't leash. This little baby here, it pulled back less. It takes off topside today. And silver, let's look at this one. So your A point is 1560. 1660. Oh, this is a big one. 17. So you got $1.73 approximately, which gives you 1770, 1840. Yeah, so silver also is going for the top. Silver's going to go for the top of the November 11th downdraft, 1895. Good, nice setups. Notes. We go take a look at the note market first. What you have with notes is this. The 10-year note, excuse me, THY7. Right? TYH7, sorry. TYH7. Notes. So, notes reject lower price yesterday. Up 5 ticks right now. You're at 124.04. This baby's going to be going, go for the highs, 125.13. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go. Okay, so now let's go into the dollar. We take a look at the dollar. The good old dollar index, folks, having a tough time holding a higher price period. Dollar today got to a price point of 100.810. Can't handle a higher price. We're at 100.6565 right now, and the good old dollar, bottom line, wants lower price. I mean, it's not an ABC down. We'll see as it attacks the B point sometime again next week, if in fact it's going to, that's the last time it took out the B point, it took it out with light volume. We took out a B point on Monday, but it didn't have the volume. It did 40,000 contracts versus 62,000. So lower price, though, can't handle price. Okay, so this dollar looks to me like it is going to continue lower. If we go over and we take a look at this story, is really cool. So check this out. There's a ATLN. There's a takeover today from Johnson & Johnson. No, ATLNVX. And if you want to, here we go. Okay, so Atilion. Johnson & Johnson has taken this company over. It's a biopharma company. They take in, let's see what they take in. Okay, it's taken $2.4 billion. Johnson & Johnson, let's see what they're paying for. It's a monster number. A $30 billion takeover. Okay, so $30 billion takeover. Now, what's really cool here is this. What's wild is that I think one of the promo, as my show started today, we had Dave from Clearwater. He was talking about, I was saying that someone always knows something, right? Well, listen, this is pretty cool, actually. I mean, this is a fundamental deal, but this is how far, when you're a big hedge fund, how far you actually will go when you think there's going to be something that's going to get taken over. There's 3 large funds that are in this equity. One of the largest is OXEF, okay, who has just got, they paid a huge amount of money for bribery in the Congo, and now two of their traders just got indicted yesterday. It's serious business. Now, this is not about that story, but this is what it's about, so check it out. With each passing day last week, as a Johnson & Johnson corporate jet remained parked a short drive from Atilian headquarters in Basel, Switzerland, they grew increasingly confident of a big score, according to hedge fund managers betting on the deal who tracked the plane's movement on the internet. So, you know, you can track the tails of these planes, folks. That's what's going on. They struck pay dirt Thursday when J&J agreed to buy Actelion for $30 billion. So just check out the amount of money that was put into this. It went up 44%, folks, in 6 weeks, okay? OXZEF had put in 767 million francs. Eaton Park put in 500 million, and Elliott Management put in 200 million. Bottom line, they were all there, and guess what? Big dollars. Big dollars. You know, you talk about coming down the line. You know, you can't hide those jets. You can't hide the jets, because what does happen there is that the aspect of it's public information. That's the bottom line. If we go back, you know, the last couple of days you've had the wall going on. You've had the aspect of a 20% tariff coming out of Mexico. You know, goods coming out of Mexico. It's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. The reason being is this: is that if you saw the Wall Street Journal today, the Wall Street Journal started yesterday. They had a second part of an editorial that they were trying to. They were saying, bottom line is that this is not going to work. So my take is that the Journal will be the mouthpiece for the banks. Today, big article, and the article specifically is saying, you know, Trump, what are you doing? Mexico is our friend. Mexico, we make a lot of money out of Mexico. They make a lot of money. If you just want to see the amount of money that you're talking, so the 20% tariff, folks, if we get that, guess what? You and I are going to be paying that. But here, this is the breakdown. This is a wild breakdown, actually. And this is something that we all can wrap our heads around pretty quickly. I'm not going to go through all the companies. We know the companies that, you know, if you drink tequila, if you drink beer from Mexico, Constellation Brands, Monster, okay, they own them all, so they get hit in a second. Home Depot, though, so check this out. These are numbers that are coming across. Home Depot, pavers, landscaping come into the country. Watch this. This is an amazing number, actually, particularly for what they do. They're saying it's $10.7 billion that Home Depot takes in, and that is on a wholesale level. Well, when you look at this number, I just looked at Home Depot takes in $94 billion a year. Well, on a wholesale level, they're taking in they're paying $10.7 billion coming out of Mexico. It's a big number. The bottom line is that you're gonna see all the sharks out here fighting, because these companies are not going to lay down. This is just the beginning of where the setup's going to be. You know, thus far what we have seen is that they're all rolling over. Well, that rollover basis, I suspect, stopped yesterday. And it won't be the companies first. It's going to be the Wall Street Journal first that starts taking it apart. You know, but you got to remember something, that you have the Journal, you have all the banks, you have all the companies, okay? Bottom line, you know, you have investment funds, you have all the IRA funds, all these equities are inside those funds. If you think for a second that 20% tariff is not going to hurt everyone, you're going to find out real quick that you're going to get hit with it, and you're going to get hit with it in a second, because you and I are the ones that are going to pay that whole cost. And my take on that, by the way, is this: is that it is not going to happen, because you're going to see, as I've said many times, the two biggest businesses that are the most vicious is the political business and the finance business. And in both cases, they cut you off with your legs in about 2 seconds flat. So now what you have is now they're just setting up, trying to figure out, okay, now how are we going to do this? We thought we were going to have it made. The market thought you're going to have it made, that you're going to, and they are going to have it made in the aspect that they're going to have less regulations. They are not going to have it made in the aspect of the amount of hand grenades that get tossed and companies, basically lose a lot of money very quickly, if in fact that happens. And I suspect that's going to be the next move. And just start reading some of these editorials, and you'll see that the Journal will be the first mouthpiece. And it's going to be who's going to take on the Journal. We'll find out. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 20. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 23. NASDAQ is off 3. S&Ps are off 6. If we take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside these indices, and we have sideways indices, the strength today in the Dow is Microsoft. Microsoft come out with numbers, great numbers. Bottom line, Microsoft's up 2%. Nothing heavy, but bottom line, Microsoft's been strong like bull. It's up $1.33. Caterpillar up 1.5%, trading at 154. Intel also come out with numbers, good numbers. That's up 1.2%. Johnson & Johnson is the equity that's going to be spending $30 billion, and so the market is digging that they're going to be buying a biotech. Now, Johnson & Johnson has been at the lows for quite a while. Well, not the lows. We just pulled back from 126. You're at 113. So those are the leaders inside the Dow Industrials. The laggards inside the Dow Industrials, you have Chevron. Chevron is down 2.4%, or $2.89. Walmart is off 1.6%, $1.13. GE is down 1.2%, 36 cents, and Goldman is off 1.6%. If we go over to Chevron, let's take a look at Chevron, because Chevron's been a strong stock. Let's see. So Chevron came out with the numbers. So Chevron posted its first annual loss since at least 1980. Wow, that's intense. Signaling the difficulties faced by the world's largest oil companies. The company had a $497 million loss last year and failed to replace all the crude and natural gas it pumped with new reserves. That's pretty intense. As the first so-called super major oil company posts results this year, Chevron's results may herald bleak news for the industry battered by the oil crisis. So if we go over to ExxonMobil and we take a look at Exxon, Exxon has been weak in a big way. Bottom line is that Exxon, when you go from highs to lows in Exxon, so check this out. Let's see. So we bring this back. I guess, you can make the Exxon's trading the same place it was trading in July of 2007. It's been a huge consolidation. The bottom of that consolidation, the way that we're trading, there she is. Okay, she's got a high volume low. She's got the high of the high volume low is $75. You're at 85. That baby wants to go to 75. This is coming out with their numbers on the 31st. So 31st, you're coming out with the numbers. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX 100, you got the chip makers. They're on fire. You have Maximum Integrated is up 6.2%, or 263. KLA Core is up 3.6%. You have ADI up 3.5% and Lam Research up 3.3%. All chip makers. Taken away from it, you get American Airlines down to 5.4%. That's a hit, down 270. Starbucks is down 4.2, down 245. PayPal's off 3. Our $1.30. Charter Communications is down 3. Some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market we have out here. Intel's up 46 cents. You get Freeport-McMoRan up 47 cents. Let's see. GE's down 35. Bristol-Myers is up $1. You have JetBlue off 156. Let's go take a look and see what they said with American Airlines. So American Airlines, you talk about volatility, man. This is pretty intense. So American is not only getting toasted, folks, but if you are into candlestick charting, this is going to be one of the largest bearish engulfments you've seen in a long time. So let's take a look at this. So you have American Airlines opens at $50. It's trading at $46.89. So they're just selling it down. They're selling it down big time. Let me pull this back. Okay, so I see. Yeah, and this was going right into the downdraft that had been created in May of 2015. So bottom line is that this wants lower price. Let's see what they're saying. Raising American Airlines shares slumped the most in 5 months as higher labor costs are set to drag the profit down. The carrier's first quarter outlook for gross profit margin of 3 to 5% suggests earnings of about 50 cents a share. American is paying more for labor, its biggest expense after agreeing to higher wages. For flight attendants, mechanics, baggage handlers, shares are down 5%. Rising expenses are already taking toll on the Americans' pre-tax gross margin, which fell to 7.9% in the fourth quarter from 13%. That's quite a hit. There's no doubt about that. LUV, let me just see. So Southwest is down $1.25, and that's at highs. You know, that baby's been at highs and it's just pulling off the highs. Let's go take a look at the financials. So the financials, folks, still look that they don't want to pull back. Now, this is going to get intriguing, and this is, well, to me, it's definitely going to get intriguing because my take is that the rates are not going to go up. They're still going to go down. Right now, this XLF is hanging at the highs. You know, it hasn't broken out. It had a high volume spike at 23.83. That we haven't got tested yet. We got to 2380, but not 2383. So I'd love to see that thing tested because let's go to JP Morgan. So all the banks went topside because it looks that, okay, you get higher rates. The banks just make money hand over fist because as soon as that rate comes in, they make the money that second, okay? As soon as the Fed goes up, that second they're making it. Now, if we go over and we go look at the 10-year note and the bond, what you're going to see is that bottom line is that we came off the bottom December 15th, 122.14. You run up to 125.13. We came back. Looks like we'll see whether that's the low put in yesterday. Looks to me like it is. Has lighter volume. That says two different things. It says, number one, it wants to run to 124.22, but you very well can be running up to the lows of November 9th, which is 127.07. The 10-year yield right now is 2.48. So for the year, well, for the last 3 months, watch this. How this has moved quite a bit. I mean, this is pretty intense how it moved. The last 3 months, your low was 1.7%. Your high is 2.59. That's for 3 months. Watch this when we go a year. We take this and go a year. Your low for the year is 1.3, and your high is 2.59. That is pretty intense, man. There's no doubt about that. And of course, what happens is that the 10-year is what run our mortgage market, folks. That's, so that the 10-year is an important one to keep your eyes wrapped around. We go over to the XAU and the HUI. What you have is this. XAU is trading up 134. You're at 89.54. This little baby, for even gold pulling back, they can't get the XAU down. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, the XAU, this isn't a big ABC structure on the way up. But even with gold down this week, the XAU only went from 93.24. That was the high on Tuesday. It went down to 87.75 yesterday, and it's at 89.55. Anything over 88.42 is saying, guess what? XAU wants $100, man, and you're at 89.55 right now. You go to the Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup, pretty cool. Gold Bugs Index up $1.98. You're trading at a price point of $202.57, and this little baby wants $249. Big numbers. If you'd like to test drive the Gold Report, folks, great time to do it. You can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. Go to TFNN, go to newsletters, go to investment newsletters. You can test drive the Gold Report 30 days absolutely free. Coming right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 21, Nasdaq's flat, S&P's are down 6. Bottom line, you get a flat market, you get a sideways market, has light volume. Let's go over to the small caps. So small caps have got a little weaker. That being said, though, guess what? It's light volume on the pullback. The IWM, the high in the IWM is $138.82. That was established on the 9th of November. We're at 136.14. As the market did break to new highs, the small caps didn't make it. The small caps gapped up from the 133 area. And then on Tuesday, rather on Wednesday, it got to 137.55. Now, it certainly didn't do that with volume on the way up. That being said, on the way back, we still had light volume too. Yesterday, you only pulled back with 22 million shares. Today, you get 16 million. Now, that's on the daily. You put this on the weekly, and what you have on the weekly is that this has got to a price point of 137.55 this week. You're going to close 122 million. Yeah, you're going to close under, a couple weeks ago. You certainly didn't make the highs of the 138. Bottom line is that, yeah, you can have it, I can make a case that it wants to get down to 131.09. But what we're going to need there is higher volume on a contraction, which we haven't got. We haven't got volume on the way up. We haven't got volume on the way down. So pretty wild. If we go over to the XLE, we were talking about, well, actually, let's go into oil first because it's pretty cool what the oil's doing. So November 30th, folks, CLH, okay. November 30th was the OPEC meeting. That's when oil took off. Oil went from a price point of 47 to 51. Has strength there. That being said, then what ended up happening 2 weeks later, on the Saturday night, the OPEC came out and they said, hey, listen, we're going to pull back even more. That's when oil gapped higher. We went from 52.70 up to 56. Now, when it opened, what had happened, folks, it opened lower that day, shot all the way up to 56, and then gave it up. The trading range that oil broke out of is $53.66. Well, you can see oil's having a tough time hanging in there. Once it broke out, it came back inside that range January 9th, and it stayed inside that range. Each and every time on the dailies, on the weeklies, it peeks its head out, and then it can't handle it. So someone is up there. Well, a lot of people are selling at that particular point. Now, very well maybe producers. But what does that set up? That sets up oil going down to 51.65. And right now, we're at 53.19. We'll see, and we'll see if you come down to that area and have volume, then you can get to the bottom of that bar. So now let's go over and take a look at the XLE. We know that what had happened is that Chevron come out, first loss since 1980. That's pretty incredible, actually. First loss since 1980. If we take a look at the XLE, you know, you're off a high of 78. You're trading 74. This is pulling back with light volume, too, though. This has to break the 73.29 with volume in order to trade into lower price. What we do have is that next week, it's always something. We're going to have a lot of numbers coming out. Next week, you're going to have, let's see, so Wednesday is the 1st. So we're going to be coming in and, you know, they're going to be dressing up the portfolios basically at the beginning of the week. So you're dressing up the portfolios at the beginning of the week as well as numbers coming out. Last night, we had Google come out. Google had good numbers. You know, it's kind of sideways move out here. It was as high today as 841, as low as 820. You're trading at 822. Microsoft, they come out. They had good numbers. Microsoft is up $1.47. That, baby's, I believe, at new highs. That's at new highs, and that has volume, by the way. That's an ABC up, too. So Microsoft, let's look at this. Okay, so your A point is 58.80. Your B is 64. So 30 and 90. 64.10. So you get approximately $5. $67. Well, this is hit 65.91. Bottom line, that'll put a little more juice inside the Dow, inside the NDX 100, inside the NASDAQ Composite. Intel come out with numbers. Those numbers were there too. Now Intel is testing. Oh, this is going to be pretty cool. So Intel looks to me. Okay, so you get your swing point. 38.36, 38.05. Oh, check this out. 38.45. This is pretty cool. Okay, so Intel, different animal here now. Let me pull this back a little bit more and see what else we got here. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. So you're testing the highs, and Intel has been up here since December of 2014. This is the third time it's up here. And the volume's good, okay, but it's not enough. It's good, and what you've done, you've tested the October highs. That level's $38.05. We're at $37.96, and the test is going to be on 168 million versus 180. Yeah, so that doesn't spell disaster, but what that does say is that, okay, now Intel can, you know, pull back into like 37, 36. Nothing heavy, but that'll make a difference inside the NDX 100 also. Starbucks, SBUX. Starbucks, bottom line, down $2.36. This is coming down with big volume. Starbucks is going into a swing point that had 7.8 million shares. You've done 26 million. Starbucks also has a high volume swing low at $50.84. So Starbucks looks to me that this whole trend has changed. You know, Starbucks has been laying up at these big levels here since October of 2015. This is going to be cool to watch. It looks to me like you get a long-term top here in Starbucks, which would make sense, by the way, because Starbucks took off like a rocket ship, you know. When we go back, when you take a look at this, Starbucks was $3.57 in 08. So $3 up to 64. You're talking about a 20 bagger. You know, that's about as good as you're ever going to get. You come off that high. You have a high volume low. Yep, this is going to be trouble in paradise. So when you get a long-term trend change like this, folks, you want to be all over it, because this won't fall out of the sky. What it will do, though, is that every counter-trend bounce, you could just keep selling it. You know, make sure your risk and reward is in shape, but because this looks to me, well, hey, we can do this a couple different ways. Watch this, just on a normal retracement. Let's say that it's still bullish, and you get a normal retracement. Because the run is so incredible, a normal retracement, a 382 retracements is $40. A 50% retracement is $33.70. Big numbers. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials down 13, Nasdaq's up 3, S&P's are down 4. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 22. You get the Nasdaq up 2. S&Ps are down 5. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, well, first off, I want to thank all the folks that came to the lesson on Nugget and Dust last night. Bottom line, really do appreciate it. Now, if you didn't make it, folks, okay, and you want to see some of the videos that I took a lot of this information off. Direction had allowed me to use some of their videos and put this in my own words. Bottom line is that if you go under breaking news, what you're going to see is this, is that you're going to see welcome Tiger TV viewers, sign up for direction level ETFs alerts and receive a free gift. So when you come over here, and this will be gone, as of Monday, folks, okay? So if you want to take advantage of this, check it out on the front page of TFNN. And as you're looking at that page, you're going to see Leverage Inverse ETF video series. Check that series out. It's really cool. I mean, you'll really get to understand what's going on. If you do want to sign up for their alerts, check it out. You can take your pick of what small gift that they'll send you. bottom line is that if we go back to the gold market right now, we got a question, what do I expect it to do over the weekend? Bottom line, you have a failure in the dollar index. You have the silver market as well as the gold market reject lower price. If we go into the XAU and the HUI, bottom line, these things hardly pull back. So there's two different aspects here. If you're in the metals market, meaning equities, they're going higher. The physical metal, and this is when it's cool when it's all together like this, physical metal looks to me like we rejected lower price on both of them, so that's saying that wants higher price also. Silver took off like a rocket ship. You know, silver just went from 1663 to 1726. And that's what it does. I mean, I don't trade silver. I trade gold all the time. I trade gold almost every single day. Silver is a maniac, but it's great when that happens, okay? Because when that happens, guess what? Silver's not going to move by itself. You know, silver looks like it wants to take off this, take out the $17.36, and then you'll be up into the $18.95 area. The metal itself wants to take off, and that all, you know, technically that makes sense. Fundamentally, it absolutely makes sense, because the bottom line, folks, is that this dollar wants lower price. That is on a technical basis. On a fundamental basis, guess what? If we're in trade wars, you're not going to need dollars. Bottom line, you can see just on that, on the Home Depot one alone, that's a pretty incredible number. That Home Depot takes $10.7 billion in wholesale goods out of Mexico per year, and Home Depot only takes in $92 billion on the bigger scale. Now, that does make sense. When I first looked at it, I said, wow, that's a huge amount for, you know, their gross revenue. But then I think, you know, you think about when you actually look at a Home Depot, what happens when you're looking at a Home Depot? When you're looking at a Home Depot, you saw how big their garden area is. It's almost half the size of the store. And the aspect of what do they sell them? Well, you get the pavers, you get the landscaping. Bottom line, that's a good markup product, and all that product is coming out of Mexico coming in. So there's heads up all over the place. And, you know, we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. But to me, what is happening is that gold, silver want higher price. The bonds are the thing to keep your eye on, because the bonds will tell us more than anything in the whole marketplace. Because if these rates stay low, that means what? That means inflation won't come in, and that means that, guess what? The tariffs won't be there. Bottom line, you know, there's still going to be inexpensive goods. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning. Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.